I'm Bob von Bargen, President Emeritus of the Armed Forces Heritage Museum and Project Manager for the Living History Program. In this serial, you will meet one of the nation's prestigious military historians. He is Carl Jablonski, President of the Navy Lakehurst Historical Society and the go-to source regarding U.S. Navy aviation, that is the lighter-than-air operations and the German Zeppelin Hindenburg crash at Lakehurst in 1937. The following video tribute was prepared by the Ocean County Commissioners to recognize Carl for his many contributions to the county and to naval history. Please join me and watch the wisdom and dedication of a great man.
The airship Hindenburg was 804 feet. The people on board had accommodations similar to the auto train going to Florida. They were served fine German wine and food. They even had a baby grand piano made out of aluminum and a lounge, believe it or not, where it was pressurized. Despite the fact they carried hydrogen, you could smoke.
Ever since he visited Naval Air Station Lakehurst as a young boy in the 1940s, Carl Jablonski has had a fascination with everything about the base. Now 74 years old, Mr. Jablonski is an expert on the lighter-than-air era. He's been deeply involved with the Navy Lakehurst Historical Society for 25 years and president for 20. He's an outspoken advocate of continuing and even expanding the role of Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. Most of all, he's eager to generously share his encyclopedic knowledge with everyone, for free.
My important role, I believe, is that I have devoted the time to here. I'm very flexible. I have put basically 24/7 into this. Years ago, it was not a 24/7. Today it is. We're always doing something on the base or off the base, and it gives me great satisfaction to know that I can be a part of this. In 1935 and 36, his father said, "Hop on board."
Carl Jablonski conducts and manages educational tours of the base, including this museum that's chock full of military memorabilia, and the historic Hangar 1 that now houses a 2/3 size aircraft carrier. His knowledge of the ill-fated Zeppelin Hindenburg has landed him in countless television documentaries and earned him revered status with visitors to the base.
I was fascinated by the amount of information that he knows right off the top of his head. So obviously he's done a lot of his own research, and he's been talking about this information for years, that he can just know every little detail about everything that's in the display case and be able to explain it to just an ordinary person and make it interesting and fun to learn about. It was great.
Every May 6th, at exactly the same time the Hindenburg is said to have crashed, we do a memorial service at the actual site, which is located here on the base.
This memorial marks the spot of the Hindenburg's tragic end in 1937. During a delayed landing attempt following a storm, a guide wire may have broken and caused a small leak in the rigid airship that was carrying passengers here from Germany. The rest is well-known, well-documented history.
A small spark caused the small flame. The small flame became a big flame, went through the 16 cells of hydrogen, 7 million cubic feet. In only 34 seconds, the airship was burning and on the ground. 36 people perished, 35 on board, and 1 on the ground.
This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.
It's remembered as a very vivid disaster because it was actually filmed and still photographed as it happened. For weeks thereafter, it was shown on newsreels in theaters. It was the front page headline in every paper. It was every radio broadcast.
For his dedication to the Navy Lakehurst Historical Society and his tireless efforts sharing his vast knowledge, the Ocean County Cultural and Heritage Commission has chosen Carl Jablonski for the 2016 Pauline S. Miller Lifetime Achievement Award for Ocean County History.
One of the criteria for the award is that it has to be a public impact on Ocean County's vision of itself and the vision of Ocean County from outside. And certainly with the Hindenburg and with what Carl's been doing with lighter than air, he's gotten this international recognition for Ocean County and what's happened here.
I am totally flabbergasted to have been chosen to receive this very prestigious award named after a woman who also devoted so much time and energy to the history of Ocean County. It is a real honor.
With that, it's back to work, running tours, organizing displays, and devoting his life to the place and to the history that he loves.
It makes me go home feeling good. It makes me feel good when I see people leaving here with smiles on their faces, or when they say, gee, I'm glad we came here. It was worth the time.
Carl Jablonski has been a good friend of the Armed Forces Heritage Museum. The museum looks forward to partnering with the Society on projects in the future. The Navy Lakehurst Historical Society has been operating on a limited schedule due to the pandemic. But now that the restrictions are limited, I encourage you to contact the Society and schedule a visit. The museum is a treasure, and I do not say that lightly. There is a comprehensive collection regarding the U.S. Navy's lighter-than-air period in the early 20th century. A section on driving away the Nazi U-boats that were ravaging the coastal shipping at the beginning of World War II. And the development of carrier launch and recovery technology at the Navy Engineering Center at Lakehurst. I was overwhelmed with the depth and quality of the exhibit that shows the Hanoi Hilton prisoners during the Vietnam War. It is truly amazing. The Society can be reached by going to their website, www.nlhs.com. Let's do that again, www.nlhs.com. The museum is located in the historic building Hangar 1, and that is a treasure in itself. The building is in a secure area behind the entry gate. You must contact the Society at least 2 weeks prior to your intended visit and gain clearance to enter the secure area. Even if you have received notification of being cleared to enter, please phone the base gate before you leave home to confirm that you are on the access list for that day. As with our museum, you're human beings, and there's always a chance of an error, and you want to make sure that your clearance is active and that you'll be able to get through the security entrance while visiting the museum. Believe me, it's worth the effort. It is a fabulous museum.